Welcome on in to Green Couch Chats. I'm Mariluz Cook, and today I'm joined by Ellery Davidson. She is so special to me. She is someone that I mentor and is going to be such a powerhouse in sports broadcasting. But right now, she is a student at the University of Utah. She's also a cheerleader there. She is also in a sorority. Which one, Ellery?
Delta Gamma, go DG.
And on top of all of those things, she is quite literally the queen of networking. She inspires me constantly. And she also has like three other jobs. Am I missing anything, Ellery? Because there's a lot.
No, I think you're covering the basics, let's get into it.
How do you find balance amidst all of those things?
Starting off simple, having a very colorful and detailed Google Calendar definitely gets you a long way. Even though at times like it is overwhelming being involved in all these different activities, I feel like I'm making an impact by being a part of all these things. And I really am passionate about opening up my feelings and talking to people when I start to feel overwhelmed. I think it's super important to not bottle up those emotions, whether how big or small they might be.
I read this interesting statistic from psychology.com, a study that they conducted. 42% of Gen Zers have been diagnosed with a mental health condition, and the leading one being anxiety, followed by depression and ADHD. But, we look at Gen Z, we see that they're struggling mentally, but you alluded to this yourself. You're talking about when you're struggling, right? You're leaning on your parents, you're having conversations. How important do you think communication is when it comes to mental health?
You're never going to get anywhere, bottling something up. The more that we can learn to talk to somebody, whether it be a parent or if it's your best friend, or even sometimes you just write it down in a journal and nobody has to see it, but at least it's getting out of your mind. I think we can fully process things better when we're talking out loud about it or writing it down versus letting the thoughts just swirl around in our heads till no tomorrow.
Is there anything specific that you've experienced at the University of Utah when it comes to things that the university is doing to help students with their mental health?
Yeah, I think the U is awesome. They have a very great free therapy program that I know a lot of girls in my sorority have used. I've used it a few times. You can go in and just get a free session every once in a while or every day if you need to. That's an awesome free resource. But I also think that they've educated a lot of our cheer coaches and athletic people. There's a lot of educated people on how to help and how to address situations when there wasn't that before. I think people take, injuries a lot more seriously now and understand the mental impacts behind an injury when it's specific to athletics. And I feel like that's dealt with a lot better, and it honestly helps with the recovery process and all around students' mental well-being.
Number one mental health advice that you would give to somebody is watching.
Look at your life and just slow it down a little bit. That doesn't mean taking things off your plate necessarily, but it just kind of means instead of just jumping all around every day, constantly feeling highly stressed, just kind of, this is more complicated said than done, but just take a deep breath, live life on that slow pace. Not everything is as serious as we think it is. There's a lot of things in life that we just got to kind of cruise through. Just breathe, have a good time. There's so much to college. There's so much to life. There's so much to all these opportunities that we have right now. So just take it slow and enjoy the ride.
And that's good advice for anyone, not just somebody who's in college. So
anybody, literally, take it
anybody.
slow. We got
Listen
time.
to that girl.
We got time.
She's wise. She's so wise. Well,
Thank you.
Ellery, thank you so much for joining me on a Green Couch Chat. I look forward to our next adventure together because it's always a good time with you. So thank you so much.
Mary Lou. Have a great day.